I don't know if I'm live or not. Let's see what happens. I think I'm live. Let's see. Let's check. Oh, yep, I'm live. Awesome. Well, hello everybody, and oh my gosh, screen share. I am so excited to be sharing with you 3 simple strategies that you can implement to build a bigger audience on Facebook. This is kind of a 101 Facebook marketing lesson. I am not a Facebook marketer by any means, but I have utilized Facebook a lot over the last 16 years to really build a big audience and really show my clients as well how to use Facebook. There we go. Awesome. Okay. So it looks like you are seeing all of the mess in my computer, and right now I'm going to share my PowerPoints. I love using PowerPoints because it really helps me stay on track and it gives you visual without me having to bounce around all over in different browsers. So the bottom line is there are so many options out there to grow your business, and Facebook is one of the most powerful platforms to do so. There are 2.7 billion monthly active users on the platform, and it is outranked only by Google and YouTube. And going forward, e-marketers really are anticipating more and more engagement on Facebook. And right now, the average user really spends about 38 minutes per day on Facebook. And depending on your business, your clients may be spending more time or less time, but either way, that 38 minutes is not a lot of time for you to get their attention and attract them into your world. So we want to make sure we're doing it with intention so we get results. So again, there are lots of options out there. I feel that Facebook is one of the best options out there. But I am going to be giving you just a few tips to get started. And I don't want you to get overwhelmed. You can always stop the video at any time. But right now, my first objective is to really make sure you understand the lingo. We have different areas in Facebook to work with. And a profile is different than a page, and your page is different than your group, and of course events are completely separate. And so I'm going to go over the different lingo and go into each one of these areas and show you what you can do and really explain them in the way that makes sense and will allow you to make things work together, because they all actually work together. And if you're not working with them in a way that they're interacting with each other, then you're missing a lot of the function and the power of Facebook. So let's start with your profile. Everybody has to have a Facebook profile. There's no way around it. However, you don't have to use your profile as much for business, and you don't have to use business at all on your profile. But what you want to do is, if you're using Facebook to grow your business, you want to use it in a way that's not going to turn off your friends, and that will also grow an audience of people who would be potential clients for you. So the first thing you have to recognize is to friend somebody and to follow somebody. Facebook only allows 5,000 friends, and if you think that's a lot, it is a lot. But when you get to that 5,000 friends, it becomes very difficult to continue to grow, and there's a completely different strategy on what you need to do with that. And I'm not going to even get into that. But until you get to that point where you have maxed out on your friends, I encourage you to think about what activity you want to perform that is going to attract your ideal clients. And you don't want to post a lot of business stuff on your personal profile. That really is meant to be all about you as a person, and then you want to trickle in a few business things here and there. But what you can do is, if you want to friend people in the business world, you can. But if you want to just follow them to watch what they're doing, you don't have to be friends with them. And vice versa. You may have a lot of friends that you're friends with that you decide you don't want to see their stuff. I know I have quite a few friends that are really into politics, and I don't believe, at least I don't like to use Facebook at all to share my political views on it, really, and just very minimal religious views. So when I see people posting things that I don't like, I don't want to not be friends with them, but I want to unfollow them so that I don't see everything that they post. So when you connect with somebody that has maxed out on their friends and they've reached 5,000, then that is another person that you would follow. In the meantime, you just go ahead and friend the people to build your audience and for you to grow the rest of the pieces of the puzzle I'm going to be sharing next. Your profile is, okay, so here, that's weird, that word popped in there for no reason. So your action items on your profile, first is for you to follow me. Now I'm going to be giving you action items for you to take, as well as action items for you to take action with our community. So for you, I encourage you to follow me if you want to connect. And when you are posting business things, do not ever tag people in your posts without their permission. I have that happen quite often, more often than I prefer, where people I don't even know, they think that they've got this amazing event or this amazing offering, and they think everybody wants to see it, or they don't care, they just want to get it out in front of everybody's eyeballs, and then they tag a bunch of people. And so I probably once or twice a week, I take a tag off of a post that I don't have anything to do with. I don't, most of the time, don't even know that person. And I don't report the post anymore. I probably should, because it's really bad business. But I just untag myself so it's not connected to me. So what I encourage you to do is refrain, no matter how good of an offering you think you have, please do not tag people unless you ask their permission first. The next thing I want to share are your business pages. Now we've got groups, we've got events, we've got pages, and your profile. But a page is like your website on Facebook. It's your business presence. We used to get a lot of exposure with our Facebook pages, and we don't anymore. We have to be really strategic in what we do to get eyeballs on our Facebook page. It is like a one-way communication where you're sharing information. You're not allowing other people to share their information back. They can private message you or ask you questions, but it's really a way for you to share a one-way communication out to the world about your business. People need to like your page in order for them to be connected to you. And even if they like your page, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to see your post. Actually, they probably still won't see your posts. But you still want to improve your page likes and get more people to like your page, and I'm going to share why in a moment. So you may be thinking, how should you grow your page? Well, there are two ways. You've got a free way and a paid way. So, and there are other ways too, but these are the main ones. For paid growth, you would have targeted ads to increase your page likes. And what's great about that is you can be very specific in who you're trying to attract to like your page. You can put in demographics, you can put in location, you can put in interests. So for me, I'm looking to attract female business owners and female entrepreneurs. So I can be even as specific as to dial it down to their income level, or dial it down to how many years in business, or I can dial it even down to people who have visited my website or people who like other pages that are similar to mine. I can put in very specific search criteria to become very clear on who I'm attracting with my ads. So that is the great thing about Facebook ads. The not so great thing about Facebook ads is you typically need to have a pretty big monthly budget in order to really get the results you're looking for. And if you're only doing ads to increase likes on your page, you better be sure you have a next step plan to convert them into a paying customer. So I know I've had Facebook marketing people want to enroll me into their program that will increase my likes and build my group. And although those are two valuable outcomes, if I don't have a way to convert that audience into a paying client, I'm actually, in my opinion, wasting my money. So you really want to make sure that you're thinking about how you're going to convert those likes into customers if you're going to pay for ads. A second and more organic way to increase your page likes is simply to invite your friends. And I'm going to show you in this little demo how to do that. Now this is a page for my Toastmasters group, and you can see on the right hand side of the page there is a little blue button that says invite friends. And I go into my pages and I do this probably once a month, and any new friends I've acquired in those last 30 days or so, I am able to invite to like my page. I can also do that with pages I'm in, and of course all of the pages that I manage. If you're doing this on your cell phone, you basically still go to the page, you go down right above where you're going to create a post, you swipe over to see the little section that says community, you then hit the invite friend button. It will bring up all of your friends. Now you can see on this page I have, even though I have almost 5,000 friends, I have 1,700 that I can invite based on their settings to like the pages that I'm involved with. And right now I have 1,700 people that have not liked this particular page. Now I'm going to go ahead and click select all, but don't worry, you can see Facebook is not going to allow me to invite all of them at one time. So I'm going to still send the invite to 1,700 people, and Facebook is going to actually only send those invitations to a small group. And then you can see here it says come back tomorrow to do this again. And so for my for my Toastmasters group, every Friday I encourage all of our members to go to their phone and do this. And if we do this every day, we will continually increase our page likes collectively with this one little teeny effort. In our community, the Dynamic Professional Women's Network, we do the same thing. If somebody is giving a presentation, part of what our goal is to help them get more exposure or help them accomplish a goal, help them get more referrals, get more business. So what we do is we will like their page, of course, and then we will go collectively and invite our friends to like the page of the presenter that's giving their talk that day. And ultimately that person gets a ton more likes on their business page. So that is a simple thing for you to do for your business, as well as for you to support other people by inviting your friends to like their pages. It is all about the power of collaboration. For me, it's women supporting other women. We can do great things all on our own, but we can do more faster when we have other women supporting us and we're supporting them. So I ask you, with my call to action, to like our page, and you can see here it's DPWN Global is the short link for our page, or you can just search for Dynamic Professional Women's Network and find our business page. And I encourage you and ask you to invite your friends to like it too. And I'm thanking you in advance. All right, so the next thing would be our Facebook events. So our events are made to attract specific interests, specific audiences based on an interest. And we have an event that really is meant to be an engaging piece or that will really attract people. Like we want people to find this event and get them into our process, whatever that looks like. So you can either do live events, which we're not doing much anymore. You can do virtual events, or you can do a Facebook event for a special promotion. I've done these for events or launches that I've done that have lasted a few days. Say you have a 5-day launch or a 5-day promotion, or maybe even a 5-day challenge. You can create a 5-day event and use that tool every day to keep getting people engaged in your event. So how do you promote your events? This is where your page comes into play, because first of all, you've invited your friends to like your page, and now you can go to your page and invite people to your event. So what you would do is a couple ways that you would promote your event is you would, of course, could promote it with targeted ads. And if you have an event that you're charging, that would be a really great use of your resources. You can share that event on your profile, and by sharing it on your profile, it will build your audience on your page and your events, because you are creating the event on your page. So that's the first point here is you're not going to create your business events on your profile. You're going to create them in your page, and you're not even going to do it in your group. It's going to be on your business page. So the more you share it, the more people are going to find the event, the more people are going to join your page, and it's building your audience. You're going to promote it with targeted ads. You're going to share it on your profile. And then, which I have little stars by this, because not only can you share your event in your group, you can share it in other people's groups as well. Now, you don't want to violate their rules, their group rules, but if they allow you to share events, then all you need to do is take the link of your event that you created in your page and just share it on their group or your group as a post. You just paste in the link, and that event will not only show up on the timeline, but it will show up as one of their events in the left-hand column. So again, you don't want to do this in other people's groups unless you have permission, but when you do, it shows up on their event calendar as if it's one of their events too, and it will link right back to your event, but it will be on their event calendar. When you share it in your group, the same thing happens, is you are able to have that be in the calendar, and then you can invite all of the people from your group to that event as well. So when you invite people to your events, you want to make sure that you are being very selective and inviting only the people that have interest in that, or possible interest in that event. You don't want to invite all your friends. You don't want to invite everybody you know, because then you're going to get people upset at you. So you want to make sure that you're very selective in who you invite. So I'm going to show you a little demo. Here is an event for our Talk of the Town Toastmasters group. This is an event that was created on the page, and it's a recurring event, and then all you have to do is go to the specific day of that event. You select going, and then you take the next step and you invite your friends. You can do this with other people's friends events as well. You just basically hit the share button, you click invite friends. You see here I've selected everybody, but what I did is I actually went to my groups, went down to my specific private member group, and I selected those 173 people. I could also go to events I've attended in the past, and if these are events that have the same audience, even if it's somebody else's audience, if I'm a friend with them, I could select them as well and then send the invites. All you do is click that little button up on top. You don't have to click all of the little boxes, and then they go to the right hand column, and then you click send invites, and off they go. So if you have a business page, this is another great tip, is you can actually add other people's events to your business page. And remember when I said it's all about collaboration? So this is a really easy way for you to support other people and get them more visibility on their events. Now they cannot share their events on your page. You have to take their link and then add that or share it to your particular page. So you can see here, this is the Toastmasters event that I am in. All I do is just basically go to more, go down to share events, and then it will pop up here all of the different pages that I manage, and I selected my community page, and then I simply posted that event into that page. So now I'm giving their event more visibility. Next, we have our Facebook groups. Now, I feel that groups are the most popular area on Facebook for you to spend your time. This is where you want to really attract and bring your audience together. It's where they hang out and they come based on a common interest or goal. You have two-way communications with them, and it is a really great way to build good relationships. You also get high visibility. And when you do Facebook Lives, it is a great way to add value as well as really create those connections with the people in your group and get them to know you better. How do you grow your group? Well, the first thing is you have to be specific about who your group is for. You can't just be a Mary Kay beauty consultant and say, I'm helping everybody with skin. Well, you know, there's thousands, no, millions or hundreds of thousands of groups out there, and we don't have enough time to be in everybody's group. But if I have rosacea and Mary Kay has a product that specifically helps rosacea, and that Mary Kay consultant also provides other support around that specific challenge that I'm facing, then that would be a really attractive way for me to spend my time. I would want to get involved with that group and learn more about it and be engaged and see everything that's going on. So you have to be very specific and niche it down as narrow as possible to the group of people that really are struggling with the problem that you can help the most. Then you want to invite your page audience into that group. That is a key thing. You also want to invite your friends into the group, and you want to connect your group to all of your marketing efforts. So I said earlier that when you have your profile and then you build a page and you increase your likes, that your page doesn't get a lot of visibility. And that's true. But now everybody that likes your page, you can privately or individually invite them into your group. So that's a really, really powerful tool. How do you make your groups valuable? You create quality content. You utilize units. Oh my gosh, I do amazing things with my units, and I feel that that is a really, really good engagement piece for my group. You want to increase engagement daily with questions, contests, and trainings, and you want to go live. The more lives you do, the more people get to know you, and the more value you add. You can't just go on and be live and ramble. You've got to share great information. And so I hope this information has been valuable and helpful to you. And I ask you, the action items that I'd love for you to take would be to join my group if you're not already in my group. You're probably watching this video because you are in my group. So I ask you to share my group and invite your friends to join my group. And that is all I have for today. And I am going to continue, weather permitting, life permitting, health permitting, to go live in here every Tuesday at 2 and continue to share my wisdom and help you build a more successful business. So that's all I have for now. And thanks for joining in, and have a great day. And if you're watching this as a replay, comment #replay. Bye-bye for now.